This is News 8 Now.
Executive Chef Kent Rathbun followed his dream of establishing a world-class restaurant, opened Abacus on McKinney Avenue, and it is going full guns. But that wasn't the end of just thinking big. Next, he opened Jasper's in Plano, and that's been a great success too, and we're about to find out why. Because people like me and like you love this guy's cooking. Because Abacus is now all over the place. Good to see you, Kent.
How you doing, man?
Yeah, what are we going to make today? We're doing pork tenderloins, and you're grilling them on the grill.
You know what? This is like the greatest thing for summer because whether it's on the grill or on the stove, you know, pork is such a great versatile meat. You know,
and it's not real expensive.
Well, and it's not expensive, and you know what's cool about it? Pork tenderloin has only 3 grams of fat per serving. So you know what that is? That's equal to a skinless chicken breast.
Yeah.
People don't realize that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a big deal. But anyway, this is pork tenderloin, and what we did here is I got some seasonings that I'm going to start with, and I'm just going to kind of go through them.
Okay, let's do it.
What we end up with is this.
Okay, that's the end product.
This is brown sugar, white pepper, granulated garlic, granulated onion, black pepper, cayenne pepper, kosher salt, and paprika.
And paprika.
And so this is a kind of a barbecue spice, and so we mix it all up. It's easy to mix up. It does get a little clumpy because of the brown sugar, but if you keep it dry, it lasts forever.
You just mix that with a fork.
Absolutely, or you can put it into a food processor or whatever.
Yeah.
And so what we end up with is this, okay?
So it's like a rub.
Yeah, it's a rub, and what we're going to do is we're just going to sprinkle a little bit on here, and then we're going to add just a touch more salt.
You're not using a lot of it.
Well, I got a pretty good amount on here already.
Yeah,
so,
you got some on there already.
So we're going to add this over here.
Now, how long are you going to let that sit and soak for? Are you going to do that all night, or are you just going to do that for?
Well, you don't want to. In fact, that's a great question because it's got salt in the rub, so that means that you don't want to put it on for too long because the salt actually starts to pull out.
So don't do that all night. Don't wrap it in cellophane and put it in your fridge.
Not a good idea.
You're not really marinating, you're rubbing.
No, because the salt will actually start to pull the moisture out.
Okay.
That's not good. Okay. So we also have a little, we got some peach barbecue sauce over here, and we got a little bit of, I don't know if I should tell people what that is.
No, that peach barbecue sauce is great, though.
That's a little bacon fat I just put in the pan.
That's all right.
We got some shallots here, and
oh boy, you can. That's not olive oil. That is bacon fat.
Oh yeah.
You can smell that a mile away.
Yeah, that's some good old smoked bacon.
Good old apple smoked bacon fat.
Absolutely.
You know, if you're making bacon at home, you want to save that.
Oh yeah.
Every once in a while you use it.
My grandmother saved that underneath the sink in a Folgers coffee can.
Yeah, we did too.
That's how I learned to use that. So we're just going to saute the garlic and onions in a little bit, and then we have some corn kernels. And you know, the corn right now is awesome. In fact, I went down to the market on Sunday and shopped for dinner.
You took that right off the husk.
Yeah,
you did.
Just peel it back, cut it right off the husk, nice and sweet. What we have over here is we have a mixture of bell peppers. Okay. We got some chopped cilantro and some scallion. But here's what's really cool. Check this out. This is a little bourbon. Okay.
All right.
So
you put bourbon in the corn.
Bourbon cream corn, baby. Got to have some.
You've got to convince me. I'm not a fan of cream corn, but I bet I love this.
Oh, you know what? If you don't like
this, it's the bad cream corn. You know how bad cream corn can be when it's just the bad cream corn.
Are you talking about canned corn?
Yes, I'm talking about that bad canned cream corn.
Okay, that's not good.
I can't eat it.
Well, neither can I. Why would you? Why would you?
Well, but the bourbon is going to help.
So this takes about a minute just to saute the corn because it's not long. Okay, while your pork is cooking on the grill.
In the bacon fat.
Hey, by the way.
Yeah.
This recipe and many others are on a website called, I know I'm going to blow this. I actually work with the National Pork Board, and the website for this is theotherwhitemeat.com.
Okay.
And so when you go there, you get all these cool recipes.
You'll find your recipe.
Absolutely.
Of course, we're going to put this on ours, too. Look at it doing the chef toss.
There you go. Oh, yeah, the toss.
Got to do the chef toss.
All right, so now once we get this going here, we're going to just add a little bit of the bourbon.
Okay.
Okay.
You got to be careful around flames with that, don't you?
Well, and that's another good point.
Because if you were cooking on a gas stove, you want to keep that away from that flame.
If we were cooking on a gas stove, you'd have a little French cooking going on.
You would, yeah.
Yeah, you'd have some
flaming up.
You'd have some flame up.
Cool. Now, what do we got? You got cream? Is that
just a little cream?
Is that heavy cream?
Heavy cream. And we're just going to add a little of that. And if you want to get real crazy, you can put a little dollop of butter in there. Although I didn't write that in the recipe.
Could you do butter rather than cream, or would you really want to?
Well, then you got buttered corn.
Yeah. Which I kind of like,
Gary, get with the program. We're cooking cream corn here, man. You got to have cream for cream corn, right?
With bourbon. All right.
Look at that. Look at that.
Oh, I can't wait to try this.
All right. How much time we got?
Oh, I've got about a minute left.
A minute?
Yeah.
Wow. I feel like I'm on Iron Chef. Hey, speaking of Iron Chef.
Yeah. Are you on it?
we're going to be taping in September.
You're doing the Iron Chef?
My brother and I.
And you? Oh, no kidding. And you have to figure out who you want to compete against, or have you already done that?
Well, we're negotiating that right now, so we'll see what happens.
And the secret ingredient is?
Yeah, we don't know.
Bourbon and corn.
Bourbon corn. All right, so check this out.
God, I can't wait to see what
we're
you
gonna
get.
add a little bit of salt to this. Okay, just a touch of pepper.
That is fancy. See, that doesn't look. That's not your normal cream corn.
What is normal that I do? I'm an abnormal guy. Come on, man.
Can't.
Little cream corn going on right now. Look at that.
Is that fantastic?
All right.
All right. What are you going to do with that pork?
Now, here's what we're going to do with the pork. I hate to tell you, we're not quite done on the pork.
That's
so,
right.
what I would do, and I'm going to show you just what we're doing here.
Okay.
We're just going to cut little medallions.
By the way, you can find this recipe as he cuts the pork on our website at wfaa.com/GMT. I'm tasting this cream corn while you do that.
You do that because the pork's a little under.
That is the best I've ever had. We'll be back on Good Morning Texas.
Awesome.
That's fantastic.